everyone, and welcome to another video. Persephone would like to introduce you to Christian Jones. Hi! Hello! How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Awesome! Hope you didn't have a stressful day. Why? Only West African scammers think life should be stress-free. I beg your pardon? What do you mean by that? Exactly what I said. No one else would contact a random person and randomly say they hope that person didn't have a stressful day. Damn it! You're so rude. Who's corrupted your mentality? Oh, does that mean you admit to being one? I'm not one of them, okay, please? I hope not, but now you're sounding like one, reverting to little boy pleading mode. You're funny, okay, he said, sending lots of laughing faces. It's a talent I have. As time goes on, you will realise I'm not one of them. Obviously not, because typing dem isn't at all West African. Where are you from? I live in Leeds in England. Where are you from? I'm from US, Texas, but currently in Israel. Let me guess, you're on a failed peacekeeping mission. Probably I will tolerate your abuse towards me. So I was right. So many of you there failing to keep the peace. You're effing wrong, he said. Excuse me? What are you doing there? TFL? Which used to be teaching English as a foreign language. Sorry, excuse my language. Or is it TESOL these days? Teaching English as a second or other language. I don't know what it's called these days. I'm a military personnel. That's where I'm currently deployed. But not on a peacekeeping mission. Does the world know that US soldiers are in Israel? I think they probably are. I did look it up. Definitely. I doubt it. What are you doing there? I'm on a mission over there. Yeah, what kind of mission? Resuke mission. I think he meant rescue. Whatever that is. How's the weather there in Leeds? I just posted the daily weather update. Yes, I saw it. I wish Leeds United will be back to Premier League. Oh, a football fan. I'm not interested myself. Really? I'm a Manchester United fan. I love Sir Alex Ferguson. Like I said, I'm really not interested. Sorry. All right. What are you interested in? Tell me, okay? Angel gardening, underwater yogic chairlifting, existential polymorphism. Beautiful. I like that. Tell me more about the existential polymorphism chairlifting you enjoy. It's a very niche interest. We meet one Friday a month in a small meeting room in the town hall for discussion and to exchange ideas. All right, I'll be interested in that, definitely. Next time you happen to find yourself in Leeds, you're welcome to join us. Obviously, I will be pleased to be in Leeds United. But I'm on a mission at Israel. Why would you be in Leeds United? Are you a professional footballer? Probably I told you I'm a military personnel. Probably you did. But I love football. Yeah, you said. Good. So what you enjoy doing? Winding up fools online. Okay. You're now abusing me, said our fool online, who took it to heart. What an odd thing to say. Does that mean you identify as a fool? That language is wrong. Okay. You said I was abusing you. I didn't even say anything about you. But you seem to be offended, which can only mean that you think you are one, which is odd. Probably I'm not offended, okay? Probably you are offended, okay, she said, copying where he'd said, you're now abusing me. I'm a loving person, despite I'm a military personnel. Random statement. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I can see you hate me so much. What on earth are you talking about? So he copied where she'd said random statement. What do you mean by random statement? What I said, that was a random statement. It had no connection to what we were talking about. Okay. Will you love to see me at Leeds United? I'm not interested in football. Not that, okay? Yes, that, okay. I'm not interested in football, and I really don't mind which team you support. I've no interest in going to a match anywhere. Definitely not that. Hence you've told me already. So why did you ask? My coming to Leeds United to see you, at least you are the only person as a friend in England. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not interested in football. You will not see me at Leeds United. I do not watch football. I've heard you, okay. It's not all about football, okay? Awesome. Then please stop telling me you're coming to Leeds United, because I don't care. I won't meet you there. Are you offended? That you don't listen? I have to keep repeating myself. What do you think? I'm so sorry. Have you pardoned me, pretty? No, because I know you'll do it again. I promise, pretty. I won't do it again. Cross my heart. We'll see. All I want It's your happiness as a woman. You don't want much, then? I really want okay more than much. Oh, yes, wanting okay is an extreme sport, although more than much could be a challenge. No, pretty, it won't be a challenge. That's good. You deserve respect, loyalty as a woman. Of course I do. Then I'll give it to you, pretty. Love! It's a beautiful thing. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Perfectly said. One can always rely on old Shaky. Why? Why not? He was a masterful writer. All right. I really appreciate your kind. My kind of what? As a woman you are. Oh yes, as a woman I've always been. God bless you. We're about to go into the camp. I'll talk to you in the morning. Have a sound sleep, pretty. Okay, good night. All right. Talk to you in the morning. Good night, pretty, my commander. It's coming closer to me. Good morning, pretty. Good morning. How are you feeling this morning? I'm fine, thanks. Do you know something I don't? Are you expecting me to be ill? Oh, no. Definitely out of my mentality. What are you doing now, my pretty lady? Making a video. What are you doing now? I'm in the camp with my colleagues, cracking jokes. I've told them I have a good friend of mine from England. In... guess where? Leeds United. You see, we knew he was going to do it again. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not interested in football. I do not watch Leeds United. I've never played football and I have absolutely nothing to do with the club. And you promised me you wouldn't keep on and on and on about it, she said, copping where he'd said, I promise pretty I won't do it again, cross my heart. Just how thickly dimpled and brainly twaddled are you? Oh no, why? Any time I mention Leeds United, you capitalise it on football. Because I do not support Leeds United. I've never watched Leeds United. I have no interest in Leeds United. I know nothing about them and I'm not interested in football. I'll just inform my colleagues. I have a new pretty lady from England. Then please, 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 stop going on about Leeds United Football Club like a blooming record. I'll say it once more. I'm not interested in football. I do not support Leeds United. I have no interest in them. Is that clear enough? Okay, noted. Yes, my love. And I know perfectly well you say it again, even though you promised you wouldn't. So obviously your promises mean nothing. My love. I won't say it again. I don't believe you. Believe me, okay, because all I want, it's your happiness. Okay, we'll see. And you will love it. What? Love what? The changes you complain about, that I should stop. Have you taken your breakfast, my love? It's 9:30. All right. I believe I've developed feelings and love for you, my pretty. That was fast. He only started talking to her yesterday. Oh, my word. I don't know what to say. Why? Definitely. I love you from the bottom of my heart. All I want is your happiness, my love. That's so kind. Yes, my love. Love back the same way I love you. Everything will be pleasant, my love. We really do need to meet. I don't think I can really love someone I've never met or even spoken to. Where? I don't know. Can you come to Israel? I've never been there. Is it safe to come? Where's your nearest airport? I could look up flights. Really? He said, in reply to her saying I've never been there. Is it safe to come? Really what? Really safe? That's okay then. I'm on a mission in Israel. Irrelevant. I have blue shoes in the wardrobe. He said, some laughing faces. Now will you answer my questions, please? Where's your nearest airport? I could look up flights. And what did you mean by really safe? That's okay then. Ilan and Asaf Ramon International Airport. Okay, that's one question. I'd be grateful if you'd answer the other one too. How unusual, said Persephone after I'd looked up that airport. Why are you in Eilat? It's right in the south of the country on the Red Sea. I thought that was mainly a holiday destination. Maybe we could go to Jordan and visit Petra. I've always wanted to go there. And although I told him I've never been to Israel, many years ago, I did go to Eilat with some friends. It was a different airport, but it was still north of the town, and you drive down through the most stunning hills to get there. And we did go to Petra. If you ever get the chance, you really need to go. I need somewhere I can fly to from the UK, please, she said, having looked up flight arrivals at the Eilat airport. They seemed to just come from Ben Gurion and Haifa, with one from Athens. That was a departure, but I couldn't find a matching arrival. Wow! said our rather panicked scammer. You've already browsed the schedule of it, my love. Yes, wow, I can do my research. I guess it's a long way to get to you from any of the other airports. Could I fly to Aqaba and cross the border? You're so lovely. Irrelevant answer. Do you like typing irrelevant replies? It makes it difficult to have a proper conversation. You still haven't answered my second question here, please. Really what? Really safe? I don't have any idea about that, he said, in reply to her asking if she could fly to Aqaba. That I informed you earlier. I'm in a camp, on a mission. It's safe, he said. Oh, okay, thanks. Yes, and there's no need to keep repeating yourself, she said in reply to him saying he's on a mission. Unlike you, I read and understood the first time. I don't think it's going to be easy to get to you. I think I'd have to fly to somewhere in Europe, then fly to one of the airports in the north of Israel, then fly down to Eilat. I wonder how long that would take. Let me look. So I did. It really isn't easy to find anything. Unlike me, he said with laughing faces, in reply to her saying that she read what he'd said. Seriously, my love, where in Europe do you want to fly? Switzerland, it's okay. I recommend you Switzerland. Switzerland? Where do the flights from there go to in Israel? Where in Switzerland do they fly from? To which our man replied, because Google helped him out, Zurich is a perfect place to go on a vacation, my love, peacefully and calm. Irrelevant answer. Please answer my questions. That's why we have to meet. You ignore so many of my questions and type irrelevant nonsense. Oh, what do you think? I asked you, where do the flights from there go to in Israel? Where in Switzerland do they fly from? You totally ignored what I asked and typed something random about going on holiday in Zurich. I'm not comfortable here. We in the camp, my chief commander. It's here. I will give you my response. Okay, my love. What on earth does that mean? Just answer my question, please. Which airport in Israel do the flights from Switzerland go to, please? The flights that you recommended. Then I'll assume I'll have to fly down to Eilat. At this point, our defeated man went for a lie down in a darkened room, hopefully to do a little bit of research. Sadly, he failed, miserably. You can book a ticket from Swiss Airlines. That isn't an answer. You do like typing irrelevant replies. That's exactly why we need to meet. I wish to. Please answer my questions. Table your questions one by one. Oh, FGS. Which airport in Israel do the flights from Switzerland go to, please? The flights that you recommended. Where in Switzerland do they fly from? Then I assume I'll have to fly down to Eilat. To be honest to you, I like you a lot, and I really wish we meet, but letting you know my current location will jeopardise my work, and put me and my colleagues at risk. Also irrelevant and nothing to do with what I asked. You aren't in Switzerland. Moreover, I don't take visitors unless I'm back to Switzerland or USA. Yes, I'm not in Switzerland. Oh, so now you've changed your mind and don't want me to fly to Israel. I mean, guess where? Israel. You don't effing say. Just what kind of moronically brainless twaddledump are you? You told me to fly to Eilat in Israel. You told me to fly via Switzerland. Now you don't want me to come to Israel. I've gone off you. You can come to Israel, but I can't guarantee you that you'll get to meet me, because it's not part of my work ethics. I guess you don't believe me at all. Oh, how grudging. You told me to fly to Israel to meet you. Now you aren't sure if you can even be bothered to come and meet me. No, I didn't say that, he said in reply to her saying you told me to fly to Israel to meet you. Yes, you did, she said, copying and pasting where he'd said, can you come to Israel? When I'm off duty and back from service, I'm certainly sure I will meet up with you and do all my fantasies. And so she also copied and pasted where she'd asked him what was the nearest airport, and he'd said, Ilan and Asaf Ramon International Airport. Oh, sorry, darling. I think I'm too desperate with you, and I forgot how it goes concerning my work ethics. Well, I might not want to meet you. You told me to come to Israel. You even told me which airport. You told me to come via Switzerland. Now you tell me that if I come, you can't even be bothered to come and meet me. You have no work ethics. You don't even know the meaning of ethics. I take the blame. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. Yes, it is, and I don't like men that tell lies, lead a lady on, then randomly change their mind. Well, I can just say I'm sorry. You can say it, I don't have to believe it. What you're saying is that you don't want to meet me. I believe if you give me much more time I will do better and show you how much I want this to work and how much I really care. You couldn't possibly do worse. We will, on God, he said, in reply to her saying he didn't want to meet her. I take it all, babe. I'm sorry. So you said. Fine, I will come visit you when I'm on my leave. I promise. We need to meet, and I don't believe any of your stories about where and when. You'll have to come to Leeds. OK, fine, but at least we can talk much more often. Right? And then he started showing his true colours, the true narcissist. Maybe, but you need to come here, and you need to stop telling me porcupines, and stop typing random irrelevant answers. That's very annoying. Can I ask you a question? Yes. Do you really care about me? I don't know, that's why we need to meet. Maybe let's get to know before we arrange to meet you. I don't want this to end somewhere. I want us to stick with each other forever. Pardon? Let's know what we want and not hurt each other. Please, can you take it easy with the coarse words you use sometimes? Then stop inviting me to Israel and then changing your mind and saying you can't be bothered to meet me. That's very hurtful. Then stop acting like a twaddle-dump dimblewick. Your coarse words again. Now we're heading somewhere, he said, in reply to her telling him to stop inviting her to Israel and then changing his mind. And who's been acting like a dumple-brained dimpleworm? Yes, she said in reply to him saying now we're heading somewhere for a break-up. No, I don't want that. I want us to fix it all up and start it all over again. I'm sorry. I think that's a good idea, but we do need to meet, so you'll have to come to Leeds. Yes, I will come see you. You might have to fly to Heathrow or Manchester and come on the train. In Leeds. Yeah, I will get you. And promise me we will talk with true honesty. It's you that's been lying, not me, telling me you want me to come to Israel, then changing your mind. So do you promise that you'll be honest? I made a mistake, out of care. I didn't mean to put it that way. It wasn't a mistake, it was deliberate. I promise. Babe, I'm being honest to you. It was a mistake. Yes, so you weren't honest, were you? But I'm not defending myself. Yes, you are, making pathetic excuses. I'm a dumb dick. Agreed. Please tell me why you're talking about being in Switzerland when you told me you're from Texas. Yeah, I wasn't, he said in reply to her saying he wasn't honest. I'm a military personnel. I'm currently serving in Israel, and that's where my camp's at. You didn't know that, did you, ladies and gentlemen? Then he sent a photograph of a military man. Stop repeating yourself like a baby. Please answer my question. It gets so tedious when I have to keep asking over and over. I told you it was all a mistake. I was kind of pressured. I'm from Texas. But you can easily get to Israel from Switzerland. This was a mistake, she said, copying where he'd said, moreover, I don't take visitors unless I'm back to Switzerland or USA. It was a deliberate attempt to give me misinformation. And in reply to him saying you can easily get to Israel from Switzerland, she said, but you won't tell me how, and I have no desire to come to Israel, so you can ignore me. And in reply to him saying I'm from Texas, she said, no need to repeat yourself. Yes, if I want to take visitors when I'm on my leave, that are the both countries I can meet up with anyone. But coming to Israel isn't safe. I don't mind talking to you over and over again. Oh, but you can't meet someone in Germany or Canada or Iceland, for example, only Switzerland. Very random. I don't want to let go. And in reply to him saying that coming to Israel isn't safe, she said, so you lied again when you told me it was safe. Now I don't believe anything you say. Well, I mind you keep telling me the same thing over and over. Unlike you, I read what you say the first time you say it. We're fixing my shits now. No, we aren't. The past were all left up by me. Yes, it was. Stop using it on me, he said, turning into the narcissist. I said I'm sorry. Why, you did it, repeatedly. That doesn't change what you did. I'm trying to break it more down to you. And I know you'll continue telling me untruths, which is why we need to meet. If you really care. It would, he said in reply to her, saying that apologising doesn't change anything. Well, don't, she said, in reply to him saying I'm trying to break it down more to you. The more excuses you make, the less I want to meet you. If you really cared, you wouldn't have told me so many fairy stories. Don't somehow try to make this my fault. That's the behaviour of a narcissist. Are you one? From henceforth, listen to whatever I say, and don't feel I'm trying to be honest. Stop being a Karen. I was listening to what you said. It was all false. Excuse me? How extremely rude. It's you that's been telling me fairy stories. You that said you couldn't even be bothered to come and meet me, and now somehow that's my fault. You're a horrible, self-centred man. Now you know how I feel right now. You even made one of your fake apologies, told me it was your fault and apologised. I knew you didn't mean it. I'm sorry if that's how you feel about me. And in reply to him saying, now you know how I feel right now, she said, yes, hurt and offended because I didn't believe all your bullshittingly false lies. And in reply to him saying, I'm sorry if that's how you feel about me, because she'd told him he was a horrible, self-centred man, she said it is, all those fake apologies. Karen behaviours, don't you think so? So she copied what he'd said, we're fixing my shits now. Yes, by you, lying, telling ridiculously wumbled fairy stories, telling me you can't even be bothered to come and meet me after you told me to come to Israel to meet you, making all those fake apologies, like a small boy trying to manipulate mummy. Can I ask for something? All fake, yes, but you probably won't get it. Just a picture. And don't bother saying you're sorry, because we know all your apologies are just fakery. Grow up, my picture's on here. Send me a different one. Don't be a demanding bully. Sorry, but can I at least get one? Please, my love. Stop with the fake apologies. Stop trying to bully me. My picture's here on Facebook. Mention it again and you'll be blocked. OK, noted. Good. Please don't repeat yourself like a blooming record. When are you due to take leave? I don't want to have to ask you half a dozen times. And then we started getting somewhere. You'll have to write my commander to grant me 4 months emergency leave. OK? 4 months? What's wrong with a week? You must have an annual leave allowance. I'm just looking at 4 months so that I can spend some time with you. We don't even know if we're going to get on. I'll suggest a week or 10 days first. Then you have to write my commander to grant me 2 weeks leave, OK? I'm sure you can manage that for yourself. That would be OK, honey. Let me know when you've done it and when you think you might come. I will give you my commander email address and you're going to love it when he does, so that you can write to him on behalf of me, OK? Write to him to grant me 10 days emergency leave. OK, but I thought you were going to do it. He's your commander. I don't even know him. I don't have the right to write my commander for emergency leave. OK, I guess I'll have to do it. I don't have the right to write my commander for emergency leave. OK, honey, I'll get the commander email and send it to you so that you can text him an email for 10 days emergency leave. OK. I don't even know what that means, said Persephone in reply to his second I don't have the right to write my commander, because he'd spelt both rights, W-R-I-T-E. I mean, I'll get the commander email to send to you so that you can text him an email for 10 days emergency leave. And here's that wonderful email address, General Commander 7485@gmail.com. OK, thanks. I'll email him now. Will he know who you are? Should I tell him your rank or army number? OK, honey. Just let me know when you do that. How's that an answer to my question? Just ignoring what I said as usual. I won't repeat the question. And if you can't be bothered to read it and answer, I won't be emailing your commander. Tell him that Christian Jones happens to be your friend, and you want him to grant Christian Jones 10 days emergency leave, OK? That also isn't an answer. Please read my question and stop giving me random replies as usual. Yes, he will use my name to indicate me, OK? That also isn't an answer. Please read. Read the first part of what I said. If you don't give me a proper answer, I won't email him. So he quoted where she'd said, will he know who you are? This, right? Oh, FGS, final chance. Please read. Read the first part of the question. Use any remaining brain cells to answer the first part. A simple question that even a 5-year-old can answer. So choose your answer wisely, because if you give another irrelevant answer, I'll not email him. Please, can you ask me the question again so that I can give you a proper answer? OK. That's it. I won't email him. If you can't even read a question that has 6 basic words that even a 5-year-old knows, there's no hope for you. You even replied to it with the ridiculous answer of this, right? Yes, you can tell him my rank. OK. You have one final chance to answer the 6-word question. 6 simple words that even a 5-year-old can read. Word number 1, will. Word number 2, he. Word number 3, no. Word number 4, who. Word number 5, you. Word number 6. Most 5 or 6-year-olds will know those words. Yes! We'll know who I am, OK? At blooming last! And stop adding OK to the end of everything like a small boy. I can't tell him your rank, OK, because I don't know it, OK. So I'll assume he knows you, because I know I'll have to ask you at least 6 times what your rank is, and probably have to wade through 6 irrelevant answers, and I have to type it 1 word at a time. I'm only going to ask for 1 week leave. I couldn't stand 2 weeks of having to put up with your inability to answer anything. I've emailed him. OK. My rank? It's Staff Sergeant. Too late, I've emailed him. OK, honey, I'm so grateful. I'll let you know when he replies. Do you know how long that might take? Cue at least 2 irrelevant answers. It won't take time for him to reply. You let be patient, OK. Please, please, please stop ending everything with OK, like the small West African boy you assure me you aren't. And it is taking time, because he hasn't answered yet. That's my slangs, honey, but I gotta stop using that on you. Honey, anything you and my commander discuss? Give me feedback. OK? My love? Are you making video? No, I made that hours ago for my daughter. Your commander's replied. He's asking for all my personal information. It's none of his business. It's you that wants leave. I'll show you in a minute. Your commander's even thicker than you. Can see why you were all sent to some remote camp in Israel. You're all useless. Pardon? Exactly. He's telling me I have to pay. I've asked why you can't pay. Please. What's the commander saying about my leave? And this is what the commander was saying. And so Persephone wrote to the commander. Mr. Jones tells me that you'll know who he is. I do not know his army rank, but I do know that he's stationed somewhere in the south of Israel. He's asked me to contact you to request 2 weeks' leave for him. I have no idea why I can't do that for himself. I'm asking for 1 week leave, please. Department of Defence, USA Army. Greetings, Persephone Gazer. We have received your letter. On behalf of Sergeant Christian Jones, UN/US Army 009167770, UNAMIL, who's stationed in Israel. Please be informed that you have to provide the following details below. And please, ladies and gentlemen, if someone that you've never met online starts asking you for all these details, please don't give them to them. Your full name and last name, date of birth, country, nationality, actual city, full address of your house, your mobile phone number. Your request will be processed immediately after the confirmation of your provided information. Administration. Thanks for your kind review. Management. My personal details are none of your business. I'm asking for leave for Mr. Jones. It's his details you should be asking for. You already know my name. I'm asking for your details to know if you're actually the one requesting for Christian Jones' leave, because Christian Jones happens to be US government property, and we should have the details of who's applying leave for him. Thanks, Persephone Gazer. Christian Jones is not US government property. He's a human being, not an inanimate object with an owner. My personal details will not tell you if I'm actually the one requesting for Christian Jones' leave, as you have nothing to cross-check them against. The commander gave in instantly. If that should be the case, there are a list of payment you need to consider in emergency leave. So can you make payment for emergency leave? Why do I have to pay? Can't Mr. Jones pay for his own leave? There's no way he can access his bank account, because he's not in US. Had it been he has a family member, they would do that for him. So you're in his position to do that for him. Bank accounts can be accessed online from almost anywhere in the world. I don't understand the rest of your email. I presume English isn't your first language. Could you please find someone that can write properly in English, as it's the only language that I speak? Please! If you want me to grant his leave, then you have to pay an emergency leave for him. I just told you that no military personnel has access to his or her account here in Israel. The government already have provisions for their feeding in their various deployed camp. So, if you truly love him and you want to apply for his leave, then you just have to pay for his leave. Please, if you want me to pay, you have to write properly in English, like a real mature, experienced commander, and B, tell me how to pay. Are you ready to make the payment for the emergency leave, so that I can send you the payment list? I just told you that I need you to tell me how to pay. Do you have the same difficulty with reading that Mr. Jones has? I often find this with scammers. They'll go round and round the houses, but actually never tell you how to pay. Sometimes they won't even tell you what to pay. I'll have to send you the leave list for you to choose the actual one you would like to apply for, Mr. Jones. Please find someone in your office that can write a proper email and sounds like an experienced member of the armed forces. I'm in charge of all military personnel leaves in US headquarters, so you have to talk to me politely, said our offended scammer. So every leave application come through me, and I'm in the position to approve it or not. Here are the list of the leave payments. 1 month, $3,760. 3 months, $7,525. 8 months, $14,375. Imagine 8 months of our scammer. That's the list of leave we get here, Persephone. I asked for 1 week. You need to consider the distance from Israel to wherever he's going. That's why you have to apply for at least 3 weeks or 1 month, so that there'll be enough time for him to spend with you wherever he's going to. 1 week can't be enough because of the distance, Persephone. Of course it can. He isn't going to walk here. Make it 10 days. I think it's about a 4 or 5 hour flight to the UK from Israel. I will consider 14 days leave for him, Miss Persephone. OK. But please send me a proper table of leave costs with proper payment details and a proper form to fill in, sounding like a genuine army officer, please, not like a 6-year-old kid playing soldiers. You'll have to make payment of $2,570 for the 14 days leave. Persephone repeated what she'd said before. I've told Mr. Jones that as you'll not tell me how to pay or send me a proper form to fill in, he'll have to stay in Israel. I've had enough of your childish games. I'll send you the leave list. I'm short time. I'll send you the leave list in short time. I have no interest in corresponding further with you. I've asked Mr. Jones to find out the payment details and send them to me. You have to be the thickest, dimmest, most brain-dead army commander in the entire history of the US Army. My psychic powers have failed me, and you're too stupid to tell me how to pay. I'll not message you again. Please give Mr. Jones the necessary details so he can forward them to me. Goodbye. We'll have to provide an account where you can make the payment through wire transfer, said our man, disappearing because Persephone never answered him. Back on Facebook, and our man had just asked Persephone, please, what's the commander saying about my leave? The reason why I can't pay is because I don't have access to my bank account here, and if the person that you're talking to online tells you that they don't have access to their bank account wherever they are in the world, or that their bank account has been frozen, then you know you're talking to a scammer. Those are the classic stories they come up with, often along with telling you that they have several $1 million. No one that has several $1 million has only one bank account. I'll be glad if you can do that for me, and I'll pay you back once I leave the camp. I'm trying to get him to tell me how much and how to pay, but he clearly doesn't speak English very well. I'd prefer it if his office could find someone that can write understandable English and sounds like an experienced army officer. Honey! You're correct, my commander can't speak good English, and yet apparently he's in charge of leave for the entire US Army. I know that. Please find someone in his office that can write a proper email and sounds like a proper member of the armed forces. I don't want to keep talking to him. I've asked him to find someone that can write a proper email and sounds like an experienced member of the armed forces. He's managed to tell me I have to pay, but won't tell me how much or how I have to pay. Does he think I'm psychic? So far, he hasn't even had the courtesy to sign his name. OK, honey. I give up. He still won't tell me how much or how to pay. Please speak to him. I can't be bothered to answer him again. My love! Let have patience so that they grant me this 10 days leave. Speak to him, please, because unless he tells me what I have to do, there won't be any leave and my psychic powers have failed me. OK, my love. And so she copied to him the list of leave payments that the man had typed. How unprofessional. I expected a proper table with a proper heading, proper explanation and proper footer. That looks as if it was written by a child. I'd also expect full details of the army payment system, along with a proper form to fill in. I give up. It's impossible. He absolutely will not tell me how to pay, or send me a proper form to fill in. I'm afraid you'll have to stay in Israel. My love! I promise to pay you back once you help me gain my leave, OK. I've saved lots of money in the military. I have no idea how your commander expects me to pay, unless he wants me to put the money in an envelope and wait for Father Christmas to collect it. Please sort it out with him. He has to be the thickest set, most dimbly-brained dimpleworm I've ever had the displeasure of corresponding with, and I'm done with him. Please find out the correct details and let me know here. And I've told him I won't talk to him again and asked him to send the details to you. OK, honey, I'll get the payment details from him. Please do. And the proper army-issued table of leave costs, looking as if it was written by a proper army officer, not an email list written by a 6-year-old, with proper payment details on it and a proper heading, like a real army document, with full contact details, army unit, address, phone, email contact, etc. You're going to love it when you see what our man tried. And so he sent her the name, address and details of a money mule in the US. I immediately reported that to Bank of America. No, that's not a proper army-issued table of leave costs, looking as if it was written by a proper army officer, not an email list written by a 6-year-old, with proper payment details on it, a proper heading like a real army document, and the rest because she repeated herself. You'll go to the bank and let them know that you want to do international wire transfer. I'll do nothing until I receive a proper army document. So once the payment has been made, then you have to send me the payment slip. Please read what I said. I'll not get into another loop of you giving me irrelevant answers while I have to repeat myself. You'll have to make payment before my name can be listed among the people going for leave. You're going to love this too, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you what he sent to me. I will do nothing until I receive a proper army document, and I will not say that again. But, she repeated what she'd said above. I will not repeat that, either. And so, he sent her a very convincing, or maybe not, military document. And to find out what he did send her, of course, you're going to have to watch episode 2. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it. Please share it. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you again in Christian Jones, episode 2.